This is Lady Bill Bandon coming to you from my car in the great state of Texas. I have some new developments to share with you guys. But first, if you like this video, go ahead and hit the thumbs up, subscribe to keep up with me, and hit the bell to be notified of new videos. Thank you so much for joining me today. Oh, well. So, today's video is going to be about financial independence from the narcissist in your life, or narcissists in your life. Oh, hold on. I heard a weird noise. I hope my tire didn't run over something and it caused a leak. I hate that. There's so much crap on the road. Anyway, so last night was my first night as a hostess at a local restaurant. It was a pretty good time. At one point, it got really fast-paced, and in my head I was thinking, because the lady training me had to leave to see other people and did something else, so I had to deal with like a rush of people for a few minutes. But I got through it. I got through the end of the shift. The manager gave me the option to leave when the lady training me left, or to go ahead and stay on. I chose to stay on because I wanted to challenge myself, and I wanted to show her that I was serious about being there. Now, when I had the interview, I discussed with her when I was available, and she's been working with me, and it's been great. So it's only been one day, but I got through that day, and I feel really confident. Now, I'm not making $9,000 a year, but it's a start. So guys, I want to encourage you all to keep doing what you're doing to better your lives and build yourselves up. If you're like me and you were a stay-at-home mom or stay-at-home dad, or you were the lower wage earner in your relationship and you were left high and dry, you'll definitely want to get as much financial independence as possible, because in my experience, a person who is controlling and abusive will most definitely use money as a way to control you. Now, I've mentioned this before in other videos, but in case you're new and you don't know my story, I was a stay-at-home mom, and before that, I was a stay-at-home wife. And the suspected narcissist in my life, who is the ex-husband, he convinced me to stay home, de-stress. He was very encouraging of me having children, me being a stay-at-home mom, and I bought it hook, line, and sinker. Now, I was able to manage accounts, and thank goodness I had my name on accounts, and I knew enough how to manage these accounts and take care of bills and other adult responsibilities. Because if not, I would have been SOL when I received the discard from the ex-husband, and he told me that he wanted a divorce. He stopped financially supporting the kids. He wasn't interested in really paying any bills. He had to basically almost pull his teeth out to get him to take care of something that was directly impacting him, but he didn't want to do it because it would also help me out. We both lived in a marital home up until, he left in around October of 2018, and after that, he wasn't interested in paying his portion of the bills that he left me with. So guys, I'm going to stress once again that if you happen to be in a relationship with a person who you suspect is pathologically narcissistic, or someone who is toxic and abusive, I recommend that you look at putting away your money secretly. You should have a separate account. I will never again get a joint account. So if I happen to get married again, I'm going to have a separate account, so that if anything should happen, I have my money where a person wouldn't be able to touch it. Now, I don't want to forecast such negativity. However, I've learned the hard way that you have to prepare for anything and everything. And in my opinion, it is a good idea just to have your own account and to also have your own money. So if you're not working, you really need to be looking for work or finding a way to put your talents to use and get profits off of that. If you want to join the gig economy, go ahead. You got to do something to get financial independence from a suspected narcissist. And if you happen to have one who is leeching off of you, it's time to cut them off at the teat and untangle yourself legally and financially from that person. You have to let them fail. You have to let them fall on their face. And in the marriage I had to the suspected narcissist in my life, I didn't do that. I was always basically his secretary, cleaning up after him, reminding him of this and that, things that he should have been able to take care of. And he would always claim that he was too tired, or it was because of his ADHD, that he couldn't handle his business. But it was just a cop-out. That's not to say that people don't have real challenges with something like ADHD, or if they're tired, yeah, they might be a little forgetful, or what have you, or not have the energy to do 100 million different things. But when you only are tasked with one simple thing and you don't want to do it, and then blame ADHD and everyone else for your problems, that's when you know you have a walk-in POS that you're dealing with. These types of people always try to put off responsibility on someone else, and they put blame on other people. Now, what I want to do this year is to, again, get financial independence and really jumpstart my life again. To just put the jumper cables on my life and get back to where I was before I met the suspected narcissist. I want to save. I want to get a second job, really, since both my kids are now in school for a full day. So I have more time during the day to work, and I'm very, very excited about that. One of the things that I fondly remember during the discard was that the ex-husband told me I was useless, I was worthless, and that all I did was stay home and spend his money. This is a real insult, considering that I had him move in with me when we first got, or shortly after we first got together, and I supported him when he got injured and wasn't able to work, and I went and did a lot of stuff to keep us afloat while working. So it really ticked me off that he would tell me that I was useless and worthless and I hadn't done anything to contribute to the household. But yeah, guys, the love of control is all about control. I want to get to a point where child support is an afterthought, and I don't need it. If it comes, great. If it doesn't, whatever. It's not going to be my problem if those arrears add up. It's going to be the ex-husband's problem. I wouldn't rely on these types of people for child support or for any sort of financial support. If they're doing it, great. But they can all of a sudden stop working, hide where they're working, which the ex-husband has definitely done. He didn't bother to update, me through the court or whatever, or through the OAG, not me through the OAG, but he didn't bother to update the OAG, Office of Attorney General, Child Support Office, about where he worked. I had to do that, and you know what? I did it from just simply looking at his Facebook profile. I shouldn't have to do all this sort of detective work, but you can't trust these people. I know there's a lot of people who say, oh, well, when to go no contact or low contact, you can't be looking at their social media. Well, guess what? If I hadn't looked at his social media, I wouldn't have known anything. So, boom. Sometimes you got to go there. You might not have to do this with everybody, or every suspected narcissist that you deal with, but you got to stay one step ahead of them. And I know the ex-husband well, and I know that he is not very forthcoming. And from what I have read of other people's experiences, these people are not going to be honest with you. They're going to lie to your face. They're going to admit information to you and to anyone else to where it benefits them. Now, I'm sure the ex-husband knows that eventually, let's say it's going to catch up to him. But, if he doesn't have to pay me in the meantime, he doesn't have to pay me. But whatever. He's not getting away with that. I did not listen to him when during our mediation when he told me that he wanted to pay what was fair for the kids. I thought that was interesting, what he thought was fair, not what is actually fair. and easy to calculate if you just go by what the state gives you. But of course, anything over, I'm sure, $0 is too much to him. But yeah, anyway, I'm really excited about this job. I don't want to give myself any extra stress about it. I was a little nervous going in, but I told myself, you can do it. Just hang in there. You never know what's going to happen. If it's good, it's good. If it's bad, well, you know what? You can go look for other work since you're more flexible. But so far, I love this job, and I like the people that I met yesterday. So I'm very excited about this opportunity. But I'm going to go ahead and go into this Kroger just to get a few things and then go home. I tried running my Uber Eats app. It's been a while since I've been on there. But yeah, gosh, I drove around for over an hour. You know, I did little errands here and there while I was doing that, and I didn't get a ping. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and just shut it off and, you know, go home and do some cleaning. So yes, I'll see you guys soon. Again, thank you so much for joining me. You have a wonderful narc-free day.